What's up, guys? WWE Fans Hockey here. I'm just gonna wait for a few of you to show up. I know that kids and people have work and school today. It's a weekday. It's a Thursday. So let's see if anybody shows up on this. If nobody shows up on this, then I'll just do a pre-recorded Royal Rumble. Okay, so we have people showing up. Sweet. So in this video, we're doing a live stream Royal Rumble predictions video. Sorry for this change of scenery. I just don't have a lot of time today to edit a video and do all that. So I just went and I got food, and I'm gonna head into the gym after this live stream. So I'm in my car right now, getting ready to head into the gym. But we're gonna do a live stream for my Royal Rumble predictions. So what's crazy to me is that it's already been almost a year since I made my vlog trip and I went to the Royal Rumble in Phoenix, Arizona. I just can't believe it. Like, it just flew by so fast. Hands down my favorite live event I've ever been to. But I'm so hyped for it, guys. So I'm gonna need your help on here. I do not have a full list of matches for the Royal Rumble. I know the majority of them, but if I miss a few, list them on here. Help me out, please. I will be giving periodic shout-outs. Again, I'm gonna say this again. I do not recommend kids being on this. This video is not made for kids, just because kids tend to send their parents money, and I do not accept that, and I will get in trouble for that. So please, if you're a kid, it would be probably best if you tune. I'm not trying to be a jerk or anything, but there's YouTube laws going in and stuff. So we're gonna move on to the Royal Rumble predictions. Starting off with the first match I can come up in my head with, it is Lacey Evans versus Bayley for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Now, I would usually go with Bayley. I feel like that's what everybody's probably gonna choose, but I just have this strong feeling that it's going to be Lacey Evans. I'm a huge fan of Lacey Evans. She's my current favorite woman in WWE. She's a great wrestler. I know a lot of people say she's green in the ring, but I think she's great. I love her character. I like her as a babyface. She's a great role model for young women and just women in general. And she puts a good name out there for women's wrestling. So I really like Lacey Evans. She seems like a really good person. And I think that she's going to beat Bayley. I did think originally they were going to go with the whole Sasha Banks Bayley storyline at WrestleMania, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's going to be Lacey Evans versus Banks at Mania or Fastlane, something like that. But I do think Lacey Evans will win the SmackDown Women's Championship. Moving on to the Raw Women's Championship, we have Becky Lynch versus Asuka. I did witness this match last year. It was for the SmackDown Women's title. And it was a good match. I actually really liked it a lot. I wasn't the biggest fan of Becky at the time. I just wasn't a huge fan of the man persona back then. I like it now. I think it's great. I think Becky Lynch is getting a little dry. I think her title reign's kind of getting boring. So I'm going to choose Becky Lynch for this one. I think it would be phenomenal and epic if Asuka won the title and was a tag champ and Raw Women's champ, and then Becky Lynch won it back at Fastlane or something. I think that would be great. But for the sake of Becky Lynch's title reign, I think it'll be more wholesome if she wins wins this match, retains the title, and goes to Mania and defends it against the Royal Rumble winner. So my prediction is going to be Becky Lynch. Let's go. What is the next match? I think Fiend. Yeah, the Fiend match. So it's going to be the Fiend versus Daniel Bryan in a strap match. Again, I see some of you guys leaving. It's probably due to the scenery. Sorry about that. Just the way it is. So we have 23 people watching. If you remain watching this video, I will give the majority of you shout outs. So if you stay here, shout outs. So just remember that. So Daniel Bryan, my favorite wrestler of all time, versus the Fiend in a strap match. So Universal Championship match. Who do I think is going to win? It's very up in the air. Everybody's just going to choose the Fiend, but I do think there's a chance that Daniel Bryan could win this for the Universal Championship. I would like to see Daniel Bryan hold the Universal title and face whoever wins the Rumble at Mania. I'm not going to give away my spoilers. I've done that in the past. I'm not going to do that this time. But I'm going to go with the Fiend on this one. I just think it's safer that way because fans are very sensitive about the Fiend right now. I don't care if the Fiend loses. I like the Fiend, but I don't think it's that important. I like The Fiend. I think he's great, but I don't necessarily think he needs to be champ right now. I'd love to see Danny Bryan. Thank you, Jensen P. You're my favorite YouTuber. Thank you very much. Smack Bros, what's a strap match? So basically, there's this big leather strap you hook on one hand, and then on your opponent has it on their hand, and you're pretty much attached the whole time. And I think the thing's like 10 feet long, so you can kind of maneuver around the ring, and you can use it to beat each other and stuff. I don't think it's that interesting, just because I don't think they're going to be able to do a lot with this strap. So I'm not sure. I'm going to go with The Fiend to win this. I would love to see Danny Bryan win. I would much rather see Danny Bryan win. Huge shout out to N-Man Slimmer. There's your shout out. You're my favorite YouTuber. Thank you very much. But yeah, I'm going to go with The Fiend on this one to retain the Universal title, and he will face whoever at WrestleMania. I'm not sure. Now let's move on to Sheamus. Sheamus's first match since returning. So I am a huge fan of Sheamus. I don't like him as a heel. I'm more of a babyface Sheamus fan. I like that he brought back the spiky hair, and I think he's great. But Tanner Black to win the SoCal Pro Heavyweight Championship. That's possible one day. Ethan Stern, I think I'm saying that right. Anyways, but yeah, Sheamus. I think Sheamus is gonna win this in like 5 seconds against Shorty G. Sorry about that. Bro kick, 1, 2, 3. It's gonna be great. Who will win the Royal Rumble match? Marwan Hassan. I'm going to announce that in a sec. But first, we're going to do the women's one. So, yeah, we're going to move on to the women's one. So, who do I think is going to win the women's one? There's a ton of rumors going around. Just basically saying that it's either going to be Ronda Rousey returning or it's going to be Shayna Baszler. I don't see anybody at all winning the Rumble unless it's one of those two women, because whoever's winning this is obviously going to go fight Becky Lynch at Mania. I think it's going to be Shayna Baszler. I'm going to stay safe with this one. I'm pretty good with my Rumble prediction. I got the majority of my Rumble predictions right in 2018 and 2019. So I want to remain safe with this one, and I'm going to go Shayna Baszler to win. I would be totally down for Ronda to come back. But whoever wins this is definitely going to defeat Becky Lynch at Mania. I think because Becky Lynch will have held it for a year by then. So, but yeah, I think Shayna Baszler is going to win the Rumble, move to Raw, face Becky, and then fight her at Mania and win the belt, probably. I'm not the biggest fan of Shayna Baszler. I think she's a badass. I think she's cool. I think she kicks ass. She's cool, but I'm not the biggest fan of her wrestling style. I think she's kind of slow, a little boring. I think her entrance music is great. I think she looks cool. I think she would be great against Rousey, but I'm just not the biggest fan. I mean, character-wise, she's cool, and she's dominant, and it works, and that's why I think it's perfect if she wins the Rumble. So yeah, Shayna Baszler to win the Women's Rumble. Oh yeah, thanks for reminding me. Ethan Stern, the Roman Corbin feud is kind of bad. I agree, totally agree. But bringing me to that match. Yeah, we have Roman Reigns versus Roman Reigns in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Or no, not Falls Count Anywhere. Last Man Standing match. Who do I think is going to win? I think that somehow, some way, Corbin is going to win this match. Somehow he's going to win this match. I don't want him to win this match, but he kind of has to, for the sake of my prediction later. You'll find out. But I think that Falls Count Anywhere, I don't think there's any disqualification or anything like that. So it's Dolph Ziggler, Bobby Roode, or Robert Roode, whatever the hell his name is. And yeah, I think they'll help him win somehow. They'll pummel freaking Reigns, zigzag, freaking DDT from Roode. Glorious DDT, and then End of Days or something like that, and they'll pile a bunch of stuff on him, and then he'll be done. And then Roman, they'll be like, I don't know if Roman's going to be able to compete in the match tonight, the Rumble match he's announced, but I don't think he's going to be able to be in it. Yeah, he probably won't. That'll probably happen. They'll probably announce that he won't be able to compete in the match. But yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. Corbin to win. We have Humberto Carrillo versus Andrade Cien Almas for the United States Championship. I think it's really cool how lately we've been getting a lot of like, I mean, they're U.S. citizens, but what I'm trying to say is, like, they're not, like, regular United States citizens. Like, we have Mexico wrestlers fighting for the United States Championship. I just think that's unique. You had 2 luchadors like Andrade and Rey Mysterio, and now Humberto Carrillo fighting for the U.S. title. I think that's just cool. I don't know. Maybe that's weird. I'm not sure. But, yeah. Fred WHU, there is your shout-out. But what was I talking about again? I really, like, when I read these comments, I really forget what I was talking about. But yeah, wait, what? Let me read a few of your comments and then I'll go back. U.S. title match. Yeah, thank you very much. I always forget. Thank you very much. My memory sucks sometimes, guys. Sometimes I'll, like, read a comment I'm trying to read and I'm like, wait, what was I talking about? Anyways, it's hard to remember stuff when I don't have a piece of paper in front of me. Anyways, so, yeah, Humberto Carrillo versus Andrade Cien Almas. I think they could go either way here. I think it could be... I personally think Humberto should win because he's fought for the U.S. title numerous times, and if he loses again, it's like, this guy can't freaking wrestle. He can't ever win a title. So what the heck is the point of this guy? So what I think is going to happen is... he's gonna win the United States Championship. Yep, Humberto Carrillo to win the United States Championship. That is my prediction. I'm gonna stick with it. I don't give a crap. Last year I predicted it wrong. I predicted that Shinsuke was gonna lose to Rusev. Rusev would retain, but Shinsuke won. That, I think, I don't know. It might happen this year. I'm not sure. But I'm gonna predict a new champ. I think that Humberto's gonna win it, and that's the whole reason why they had Andrade with these huge title defenses against Rey, and they had a huge match, ladder match. I mean, it kind of like makes him seem like, oh, he had a great title reign, whatever. He had some pretty good matches. But I think that Humberto's going to win, pull off a win, or something like that. Either that, or he's going to get DDT'd onto the concrete. But my prediction to become the new United States champion, Humberto Carrillo, I think the United States Championship should be the title that gets changed periodically, like, a lot. What I'm trying to say is, because if every title is a long title reign, it kind of gets boring after a while. So I think if the one title that has a lot of title changes, or it changes hands a lot, it should be the United States Championship. That's just my opinion. I also heard that they're going to be having a Intercontinental title match between Braun Strowman and Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, I'm not freaking quite sure if that's actually happening or not. But if it does, I will go with Braun Strowman winning. I mean, I think Strowman needs a belt right now. I think he needs a title on his shoulder. I mean, he doesn't necessarily need it, but I think, in my opinion, he does. They haven't announced it yet. Jake Wrestle News, thank you very much. I'm not going to say the name because of your rude comment, sir. Shinsuke will lose to Braun. Endman Slimmer. Yep, there's your shadow. But, yeah, I don't know. I mean, Strowman could win. I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure. I'm going to stick with Braun Strowman to win the Intercontinental title if that match is even happening. If not, Shinsuke is going to get help from Sami Zayn and Cesaro, but I'm going to predict Braun Strowman to be safe. Now, moving on to our main event. The match we all have been looking forward to. The match... if it was the only match on the card, I wouldn't give a crap because it's the only reason why I'm watching this pay-per-view. No other matches mattered to me. This match matters. It's the Royal Rumble. 30-man over-the-top Rumble. This match is rumored to be one of the greatest Rumbles of all time. So, who is going to be in this match? Who's going to win it? Now, we do know a few things. We know that Brock Lesnar is the WWE Champion. We know he is in the #1 spot. And we probably, with a little bit of common sense, know whoever eliminates Brock Lesnar will face him at Mania. Or, if Brock wins, he faces whoever he wants at WrestleMania. Now, who's going to face who? Who's going to win this match? There's been a lot of people saying Edge is going to return. There's a lot of people saying Drew McIntyre is going to win. There's a lot of people saying Drew's going to eliminate Brock Lesnar. There's a lot of people saying CM Punk is going to return. There's a lot of people saying that Roman is going to win this whole thing. But there's not a whole lot of other people that are going to win. So, wait, Ethan Stern, there's your shout out. Go follow Ethan Stern. But who do I think is going to win this? So I'm going to go a little rundown, a little prediction to get the whole match to win. The winner's going to happen. So here's what I think is going to happen. If you do not follow WWE Stage Creator, make sure to go check out his prediction Rumble match. He does a whole prediction and an action figure match, and a lot of great ideas, and a lot of ideas that I had were in that match. So I think it's very possible. So I think that that's what I mean. I mean, like, a lot of my ideas and stuff I thought could happen ended up happening in that match, so I would check it out. Anyways, so I think Brock Lesnar will enter at number 1. I think what should happen is that Elias and some other people should come out, but here's what should happen. He should eliminate the first guy, just freaking toss him over the rope, and then wait for the countdown to happen. He's just waiting there. Paul Heyman's like, ha ha ha, laughing. Brock's like, ha ha ha, laughing. Next guy comes out, eliminates him. Ha 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 ha. Number 3 comes out, takes him to Suplex City. F5, chucks him out. Still waiting for the timer. Number 4 comes out. It's somebody big. Maybe Cain Velasquez. Maybe Cain Velasquez comes out and just tosses him. I mean, I don't want that to happen at all. I hate Cain Velasquez. I mean, I don't hate him. I just don't like him. Maybe something like that. Or somebody big comes out, puts up a fight. Brock eliminates him. A few other guys come out, put up some offense. Blah 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 blah. Brock's kind of beaten down. He's throughout the Rumble match. Drew McIntyre eventually comes out, hopefully, and freaking Claymore kicks Brock out of the Rumble. That's not what I'm going to predict, though. I would say that, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think they're making everybody believe that's going to happen, but it's not going to be Drew McIntyre. It's going to be Cain Velasquez. Cain Velasquez is going to come out. He's going to eliminate Brock Lesnar. That's the WrestleMania match for WrestleMania for the WWE Championship. So I don't want that to happen, but it's going to happen. Mark my words. Mark my freaking words. If I get that right, that's going to be insane. Either that or it's going to be Tyson Fury. You're right. Ronnie Skinner. You're totally right. Could be Tyson Fury. I don't want that to happen, though. Either Cain Velasquez. Okay. Changing this up. Either Cain Velasquez or Tyson Fury. I've heard some rumors about Tyson Fury, and I think that's definitely possible. So either of those two guys could eliminate Brock at the Rumble. I'm going to stick with Cain Velasquez. Not to win the Rumble, though. He's not going to win the Rumble. I hope not. So then more entrants come out. Keep fighting. Seth Rollins is in the ring fighting. Buddy Murphy's in the ring fighting. Maybe the AOP get involved, taking everybody out. All of a sudden you hear, You Think You Know Me. You know, Edge's song. And then everybody goes freaking insane. Edge comes out. I 100% think that Edge is going to come out. And then, they'll be in the ring. He'll take everybody out. Spear to Seth. Spear to Buddy. Take out the AOP somehow. More entrants come out. Edge is in there. Blah, blah, blah. He chucks Seth Rollins out. Chucks Buddy Murphy out. He eliminates them. Then he keeps fighting throughout the match. Eventually, Seth or something gets involved. Eliminates Edge. Leading to the WrestleMania match. I think that's going to happen. Maybe Edge and Buddy Murphy versus Rated RKO. Randy Orton and Edge versus Buddy Murphy and Seth Rollins. I think that would be freaking awesome if that happened. So that's also possible. But I do think that's going to happen. Edge gets tossed out. And then eventually, nobody thinks Roman's going to be in this due to his match earlier in the night. Roman makes his entrance at number 27, 28, 29, 30-ish. Comes out. Baron Corbin's already in the ring. He comes in, spears Baron Corbin to hell, throws him out of the freaking ring. Roman's getting beat up. It comes down to Drew McIntyre, Roman Reigns, and maybe like AJ Styles, something like that. Eventually, they're going to make you believe Drew's going to get it. Nope, maybe somebody interferes. Maybe he goes for a Claymore kick. Roman moves out of the way, spears him, or Superman punches him, tosses him over. Roman is going to be the winner, and he's going to face The Fiend at WrestleMania. That is my prediction. Roman Reigns will win. I guarantee you. I guarantee it. It's going to happen. Just mark my words, guys. Mark my words. Cain Velasquez will eliminate Brock. Sheamus. Or not. Oh my God, I just read the comment. Roman is going to win the Rumble. 100% it's going to happen. So, yeah. I promise you. Sheamus will win. Heck no, that would suck. I could see if Sheamus was a babyface, but no. But yeah, Roman to win. So, Shayna Baszler to win the women's. Roman Reigns to win the men's. Shinsuke Nakamura to lose his Intercontinental title if that happens. So yeah, everybody's leaving. I'm going to leave. I'm going to go to the gym. Those are my Royal Rumble predictions. Make sure to grab that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe. It does not cost you anything. It's absolutely free. It's just part of it. Subscribe, turn that bell on, leave a comment, share this video. Thanks for watching, guys. WWE